Hello and welcome back to the 2018 Nick Hyde Memorial. We have round 2 coverage of the lead card here from Rockwall, Texas. Big Sexy commentary here with you, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
Yeah, and we're not necessarily playing the Nick Hyde Memorial anymore. It's still muddy, the clay is still on the ground, but man, I mean, we're talking about a completely different course right now. The conditions are hands down one of the most beautiful days we've played on tour. This drone footage, which actually was captured before the tournament, is kind of what we're looking at.
It's an accurate reflection.
Yeah,
it's great. I mean, I'm so fortunate to be drying out the mud. It's still pretty brutal, but it's great to see that the course is kind of making that turnaround, and I think today will be actually officially nice.
The scores are going to go low today, for sure. The tee pads have been shoveled off of the mud, and a bit windy, but really the conditions are just so much nicer.
Here's Paul going with the wide hyzer destroyer on hole 1. It's 347 feet uphill, and that is very fortunate.
Wow.
That was officially a shank heading out of bounds, but thanks to those sponsors, I don't know which one saved him, but one of the sponsors hooked him up.
Well, he had a fence, he had a banner, and he had a car all right there to help him out. But
he probably knew that when he chose that play.
Yeah, it's smart. And here we have Texas favorite Brad Williams.
Up the middle.
Equally hot starting round of 49.
And that looks to have found the circle.
This hole has gotten considerably easier from round 1 to round 2. Not only are we not throwing into a headwind, the wind has changed about 180 degrees. We have a slight tailwind, or at least we did when I was teeing off here. And this hole went from like 3.8 average to 2.72.
Whoa.
10% of the field birding it to 35% of the field, so considerably easier.
We saw Andrew Presnell put a decent shot up there, and this is Coda Hatfield. Wow, really turned it over.
And that is going to need a banner, a fence, or a car, and he gets the banner as well. Coda's one of those Oklahoma boys who really knows how to play well in the wind, has a really nice spin loft putt.
Let's see it right here from 51.
Oh, just tickling the rim.
And here's Paul from just outside the circle. Wind starting to pick up a little bit. Oh, man, a little high. Speaking of playing in the wind, a quick story about Andrew Presnell as we see him putt here. We were able to stay with his family for a couple of days, and he's a guy super confident in the wind. He was telling me a story about how he wanted to drive 4-something hours for a one-day B tier in Kansas because he saw in the forecast that it was supposed to be under 40 with 40-mile-an-hour winds. And I was like, what? You want to go there? And then he went and he won big. So super confident in the wind. Bradley just a little low.
Man, 0 for 4 all around the circle. No one can get the disc in the basket on the first hole.
A lot of makeable putts, but nobody quite dialed it in.
Yeah. And if you didn't watch our Veterans Park Open footage during the off season, you might not know Coda Hatfield unless you've been paying attention to the game for a long time. But Coda's a really great player. He's been playing for a really long time.
Big power thrower.
Yep. And also, here's maybe the first time the Pretzel, Andrew Presnell, has been on Jomez. I'm not sure. Maybe he's been on before, but
I don't know. Presnell is a great player, though. Sponsored by Full Turn Discs, so you're going to see him throw some stuff that you might not have heard of.
Right.
Hole 2, par 3, 468. Really playing more like a par 4. Super tight gap off the tee. Very slippery, slopey green down to the water. Most of these guys are just going to try to make a position play. Not this guy right here, though. I think he's thinking that this could be a 2-hole for him. So he's going to go with low destroyer, try to take multiple skips towards the basket.
Just didn't quite keep it with enough hyzer, threw it a little bit too flat.
Yeah.
I also saw Paul practicing the wide cut roller option. It was getting some shots way down there, but maybe it's a little bit too risky. The wind really dictates whether that shot is in play or not, and maybe not really the best option right now.
And Bradley making that position play. This is really well done.
Yeah, we're kind of throwing opposite direction from hole 1, so we're teeing off into a little bit more of a headwind. And you can see both of those drivers turned over pretty much immediately out of the hand, and they're out in the open, so they'll have good looks at the basket for 2.
Andrew with the hyzer. Looks like it's catching some trees. Fortunate roll. Looks like Coda might be getting aggressive here.
Oh, man. And gosh, with the tailwind, I think that might have been the angle and the disc choice to get up there and have a look at it. Just didn't quite have enough stability to get that hyzer line, but beautiful shot nonetheless.
This is a scary shot here for Andrew. He's going to swing wide, hope for just a soft skip, but this is coming in pretty fast.
Yeah, that needs to hit that mud. That's out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
You'd really like to see that shot thrown a little bit lower, less hyzer and less reliance on the skip.
Yeah. Paul goes with the forehand.
Is that a Firebird or is that a mortar?
Firebird.
Because I knew he put a mortar in his bag.
Yeah, he has one in there.
I
think it's blue.
Pretty
Matt
okay.
Siri gave it to him.
Okay.
Let's see if he busts it out.
Oh, Brad really using that mud there on the green to slow the disc down. I think it would have been fine regardless, but really nice touch there from Brad Williams.
Big drive from Coda makes this approach a little bit more manageable. But he
Wow.
catches a root.
Maybe not the mud that you wanted to hit. Yeah, either root or maybe hit a mud turtle. I'm not sure which one it was, but
yeah, mud dauber.
Yep, stopped him right there. That's a pretty scary putt there for birdie. Yeah,
that's tough.
it's gonna be the miss that you're gonna see more than anything else.
Andrew, gotta save this par.
Oh
yeah!
Wow, it thought about it for as long as it could possibly think about it, but
he jammed it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
bad.
We still haven't seen a birdie yet. This could be it.
I think this is gonna be it.
There we go. Seal's broken.
Yeah, that's one birdie for the entire league card through 2 holes. Uncharacteristic putt there for Brad. He's a really solid putter overall. He's got a really fundamental game. One of the players that, if you want to watch how it's designed to be done, watch the way Bradley Williams plays. He's just very technically sound and very smooth form.
Hole 3, par 4, 579. There is an over-the-top huge play for big power throwers to go for an eagle 2. Other than that, you're looking to go underneath. Ideally, probably move the disc to the left. I think the most open upshots are over on that left side. This guy never goes under the trees, though.
No, this is a 2-play all day for Paul. He's gotten eagles on this hole before, but
that went way right.
That needs to catch the top of the trees. Oh, it hasn't. It's dropped down on the fair side.
That's pretty fortunate.
Wow, that's as good as that shot really could end up because there's actually water over these trees to the right and a sidewalk that's OB.
Oh, look at the wind just playing with that disc.
Yeah, there is a left to right wind, which is really not the best wind for the go for attack shot for 2. But Brad electing to go low line to avoid the wind.
Andrew up the middle. Ooh, late. Wow, more than just a little flip.
The pretzel is twisting his way off to the right side of the fairway. Hope he's not too salty about that. And that's just textbook Coda right there. He really swings his body into the throws, and you can tell that guy's got so much power. He's got the longest arms on tour, must be. Yeah. I'm just going to guess that his wingspan is close to 7'10".
That's probably accurate.
Yeah, I think
sort of a Rudy Gobert type body.
He can scratch the bottom of his feet without bending over.
Andrew's got some mud to deal with. Perfect shot.
Oh, man. Great shot from the pretzel. Looks like he's kneading dough.
When you need cash, I mean.
Yeah. Or you want to make a pretzel.
Yeah.
Either time, you need dough.
You need dough at that point. Bradley hits a tree, and he's going to have a bit of distance left. Coda's drive, as you can see, just perfect.
Oh, yeah. Simple little hyzer shot there. No twos on the day on this hole, and I think that's due to the wind being unfavorable for that big over-the-top shot.
Yeah, and the fact that only like 10 or less people in the field could even...
Oh!
What a putt!
Yes!
That was so good. Into the wind. Watch the way this just holds its height.
It's like bouncing and drifting. Look at that. You could definitely see the wind is playing
Top
tricks
link.
of that. Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
They keep putting that distance ticker on the screen and on missed putts. They've been tricking me. I've lost faith that it's going to actually go in. I like that. So every once in a while, it's nice to
keep you on your toes.
Great putt there from Brad.
McBeast for birdie. Oh, no. Wind held him up a little bit, too. Coda in for birdie.
Very simple, stress-free birdie there for Coda. Let's see if Andrew can bake in his birdie.
Oh, yeah, set it to 450 and
Yeah.
forget it, man. That's coming out golden brown.
He toasted this hole.
Disappointing par. Hole 4, signature hole, par 5, 882 feet. You can get as aggressive as you'd like to here. Try for the huge turnover over the trees. The landing zone, ideal landing zone is right about where the drone is now, though it is possible to reach this bowl if you really get crazy. Then you've got to go up the hill, through the forest, back down the hill, try to find the green.
Let's get a chase card check-in.
Looks like we've got Rick Wysocki. This is his third shot on the par 5.
Oh,
hits the tree.
Okay.
And yeah, we're talking about a birdie.
Yeah, look at this chase card. Garrett Gurthie, Nate Sexton, Eagle McMahon, and a guy named Ricky Wysocki. That's typically the Super League card, so there's going to be some really good play there from our chase card today.
And Ricky's starting out 4 for 4, so this lead card with a little bit of slow golf.
Right.
I mean, Ricky's already at -10.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this Harry Myers course is going to bring tight results. Mm-hmm. My prediction is the winner of this event is going to win by no more than 1 or 2 strokes.
I think you're probably right about that.
And, when you have the best players in the world out here, round 1 chase card is going to be a stroke or not tied with the lead. It's just there's so many people that are going to be coming in right around the same scores. Just so happens to be that they were 1, 2, or 3 strokes back, I think, on chase card. Mm-hmm. But there's so many places. If you get in the rough on one hole, you could lose 3 strokes to anyone.
Yeah.
So
There you see Bradley and Coda a little bit short of the corner. Presnell with a nice shot into the landing zone. McBeast looking to get big.
he's
If he can keep this turned over.
going for the same play that we saw from round 1. And does he clear? Oh, doesn't quite clear those trees.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, he's still in a decent spot. Out in the open, anywhere you can be where you can actually execute a throw is fine. Brad just a little bit short of the corner is going to make things a little bit trickier. He's going to have to go really big here to be in position to get his birdie 4.
That's pretty fantastic.
Oh, yeah. No, he's definitely right in position now. That was an excellent shot. Oh, goodness. Look at this.
Ooh, a little deep perhaps, but he might have a little kind of lean out forehand to the pin.
And that's a tricky spot because you're going to have to go up a hill and right back down the hill with like an Anheuser to get the Anheuser flex with an overstable disc. You'd really want to stay away from those bushes if you can because, it's just so thick and rough in there.
Yeah. Oh, Paul's going for 3 here. This is a very gutsy.
I
Could have played for a pretty routine 4, I think. We'll see how this serves him.
If I'm Paul's caddy, I'm screaming at him, don't do it.
And who shot? I'm not sure whose shot that was. Presnell tried to play hyzer into the bowl.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he went a little deep.
Oh, Brad has let this one go really early, but...
Sneaky.
Oh, wow. Okay. Has fought through everything. I believe that's his Nova.
So maybe that was Presnell pitching out?
Yes, that was.
Okay.
And yeah, this is...
no.
If you're not set up in great position after 2 shots, this hole it just becomes a nightmare just like that.
Here's Coda's 3rd.
And you can see he's going something overstable, and that's the problem
Oh,
here.
no.
You got to go up and then right back down, and it really makes that ceiling So difficult to navigate.
So McBeth's shot must be at least pretty close if we haven't seen him yet.
That's got to slow down.
Oh,
Okay.
nice tree.
All right. Well, if there's a lot of trees in the green, there's a good chance that you're going to hit one of them.
That's just math.
That's just math and science. Wow, and he's actually kind of out in the open.
I guess, what do we know? That was the play.
How the heck did he get there?
And that's his eagle try.
Wow.
Set up now for a pretty short birdie putt. Andrew, this is for his par, I believe.
Yeah.
Perfect drive, but some struggles since then.
You're going to have to settle for bogey on the hardest hole in the course. Only 14% of the field was able to actually execute a birdie. Very solid putt there from Brad.
Yeah. That was a great birdie, considering the drive was not good.
Yeah, incredible second shot. Third shot was a little bit lucky. It leaked through the trees, but made a really solid straddle putt there to get his birdie 4.
Coda in for par. And Paul for the birdie. Hole 5, par 3, 255 feet straight away. It's trickier than it looks, though. You can go straight up the middle with the mid-range, or you can play a forehand, but the rough is much thicker this year than in years past. In fact, that tree has been cut down since this drone made this flight.
Oh, no kidding.
That tree right there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think it must be a drone that flew last season.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
So you can see, I was thinking, that rough doesn't really look that bad. And I realized, no,
Yeah.
wait, this is a little bit older footage, because the rough now, if you go for that ace run forehand, you're going to be in the woods.
Unless you go like flip up mid-range, but who would be crazy enough to do that?
Nobody I know. That's perfect.
Is that?
That's the leopard.
Oh, the
leopard firebird.
Leopard firebird.
Leopard
Okay, the
stamp
leopard
firebird.
bird.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the good firebird.
That's a good one. There's a bad one?
It appears that way.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know.
And Coda electing to go down the middle route. An ace run.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. I mean, how does that not hit metal? That was chain height, just narrowly avoiding metal. Oh, man, that was a great shot from Coda. And stayed right there within 25 feet for the birdie.
Oh, man. Prez off the tree, kicks left. He's in the fairway. Brad comes up just a little short. Long look. Here's Andrew from probably like 70 feet. That'll work.
If that just sits down at some point today, that'd be great.
That was weird looking.
See if we can Coda get rewarded for that ace run. Oh, yeah.
Great birdie.
Nothing better than an ace run and birdie. That's
All the excitement plus the reward.
That's right. And if Paul would just use a mini at some time in his career, this
Everything would get so much easier for
so
him.
much easier.
He doesn't like it easy,
No.
though. He likes to work.
Exactly. He's a hardworking disc golfer
Yep.
who's just a little bit taller than a disc golf basket.
On a good day, for sure.
If it's elevated, no.
Couple par cleanups here.
And one of the things that you mentioned about this hole being a little bit more grown in, it's worth noting that this course, this tournament's actually being held a little bit later in the year. So the foliage has a chance to blossom a bit more. And
That's the difference.
yeah, it's a big difference.
And here we go, new hole. We skipped this one yesterday due to the muddy conditions. Hole 6, par 3, 222 feet. The shot is very narrow. The basket is hidden right behind this large tree, just about 15 feet. So you can go backhand turnover or forehand.
Let's get another chase card check in here. See what Ricky's doing after that hot start.
Ricky going harp.
Okay, he's hyzered out. Wow, he's actually managed to get through everything and has a good look.
Yours truly, Sexton Firebird on the left side.
Okay.
Shot there.
Really good touch there into the hillside. Firebird has a chance to check up nicely.
Garrett going rock 3. He asked us before, is it behind the big tree? Like, yeah. And then he threw it, and he's like, okay.
Maybe I'll just hit it and then roll back. Eagle probably throwing...
MD3, I think.
Okay, MD3, the Eagle MD3s. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful kiss right there.
You can't get one-time love. You're not a one-time.
It worked for him. Yeah, that was pretty funny. He missed the shot pretty bad, but a great reaction.
Oh, yes. Look at that great putt there from Garrett. Outside the circle.
He took no time, too. He just lined it up, confident, and just knocked it down.
Well, one thing I learned from Garrett is think long, think wrong. He likes to step up, address the shot, and let it fly.
That's cool.
Something he learned from one of his coaches earlier in his life. Ricky just gets the disc about 1/3 of a millimeter over the cage and in. And I'm guessing you're going to miss.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wrong.
Oh, sweet.
Good star frame on this hole.
Star frame.
It was one of the easiest holes on the course, but it's still technical enough that, it's getting a par is not necessarily that strange.
There's no way these jokers star frame it.
Oh my goodness! And that was actually looking perfect. I don't know.
There's one small tree there. I think he must have hit the one small tree that's on the right side.
Well, star frame right away is.
It's not sunk just yet, but.
Yeah, it's gonna sink.
Starting to sink.
That's gonna sink the ship. Bradley going standstill Nova here. I'd say we have the world's two preeminent.
The premier Nova chuckers.
Yes. And, I mean, Brad right there is going to show you exactly why the disc is so good. It's just so straight, and then when it hits the ground, it just has, like, sticky Velcro attached to the bottom of it.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a pretty shot to watch him throw. It just really gets his body turned perfectly. And
yeah, that is so perfect. Right up the middle the whole way.
Look at the parabola of that flight there. Just no ups and downs, just no nonsense. Straight at that line.
Yeah. Goes Prez right to the green. Coda's second shot.
Wow, really nice shot there. You don't really like to throw an overstable sidearm for your second shot on the hole that's only 222 feet.
Yeah. Paul from the rough. Just laying it out. Andrew's in for birdie. Bradley with the easy birdie as well. Paul will take par. Coda will take par. Hole 7, another new one that we didn't get to play yesterday. This one 335 feet, finishing uphill and to the right. Really nice shape for a forehand or a late turning backhand. Kind of a tough green though, generally pretty prone to rollaways. So you can get a disc up there, but you might see it come rolling right back down.
Yeah, I'd say on a dry round, the rollaways are much more likely. I think the ground is obviously very sticky, and we can see some shots skip up the hill and stay. And you can really see the difference between the drone footage from last year and this hole this year. I mean, it's just way gnarlier.
Bradley with a bit of a grip lock on his forehand. Andrew early turn, and that's rolling to the left side.
To throw the backhand on this hole and get it inside the circle takes 100% perfection. Like you can't luck your way into it unless you kick a tree. It's just so difficult. This hillside does not want to take a backhand. And Beth is early there.
He'll have a putt, I think, but not a very clean one.
No.
This is more like it.
Yes, this is going to skip up there.
Still pretty short, actually.
Yep. And you need to fly most of the way there. If you try to use the ground, there's so many roots, and that mud is, like I said, it doesn't really skip that much. But he'll have a pretty decent look at it. Best shot of the group.
Brad is up there with the Nova. Andrew in the slop.
Let's see if Paul can drop a bomb here. This is the kind of putts that we've just become accustomed to seeing him make. Once around, you know, when he's out of position, you know you're about to gain a stroke on him. Nope.
Yeah, for sure.
Not this time, and Coda's off the cage. We should be seeing a star par here as long as Paul can make his par putt.
Bunch of pars coming up, and these guys aren't having the hottest start, as we've seen with our little chase card check-in. It's at least an 8-horse race now.
Yeah, a lot of people have been brought in due to the slow start here, but Brad and McBeth still 12 under. Probably, if not leading the way, at least tied or maybe one back, but they're right there. But Presnell and Coda really need to get things going here if they want to maintain their spot on first or second card.
Hole 8, par 3, just 214 feet, but you do have this mandatory tree. You must stay left of that cedar. You're going to throw, most players are going to throw a high forehand, and you might also see a backhand, but I don't think anyone in this group will do it.
Maybe Andrew.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, it's quite difficult to throw. And it's just such a simple, like, even people who don't like to throw forehands can throw pitch highs or sidearm on this hole.
Uh-oh.
This needs to sit down.
Not the deep, dark pit.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Good.
The pit of despair is avoided narrowly. I think the Barracudas were washed away.
I could hear them clicking their teeth.
Oh, you could? Okay.
Yeah, so they're not totally gone.
Oh, so there's some left. Okay.
They're probably super hungry at this point.
And Presnell does throw a forehand, leaving a little bit of meat on the bone, and it's going to be a scary putt for birdie, but he's a great putter, so he'll have a good chance.
Paul's going super overstable destroyer here. Just trying to get it up in the air and then to spike down.
Yep.
Hits nearly vertical.
And that's what this green does. It's very interesting. I've seen quite a few shots hit the green and roll back to the pin with like a pro backspin golf chip. It's interesting that this ground is the hole that does that.
Coda going low, but that, oh, good, it stops.
Well, that's where the mud really helps you, because if that had a fast action.
Yeah, the low shot's kind of scary that way. This is a bit of a death putt.
Oh, no.
That's the pit.
Now it just...
All we can do is wait and hope. Great putt.
Brad high in the basket is in for birdie. This is a hole.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's great.
Oh,
that's not good.
Yeah, fortunate to stay that close, but he really juiced that putt. Now he's staring down the pit again.
That's the scariest bogey putt you'll ever have. Wow. Anyway, he's in the basket, and he's going to have maybe a 10, 15-minute backup on hole 9 to think about it.
Yeah, that is tough. Probably one of the easiest holes on the course.
It is the number one easiest hole, and it's really all dictated on that crosswind. If the crosswind's coming in, it's probably one of the harder holes to get to. But with the wind being kind of calm at this time of the day, it really wasn't that difficult. Averaged about 2.5.
Okay, hole 9, par 3. Today, 330 feet. We're playing from the short pad to try to alleviate some of the backups that were experienced on day 1. Also, this fairway being so muddy still, I think it was a great decision by the TD to shorten it up and make the hole play a little bit quicker. It plays as sort of a forced Annie into a flex, just like Brad is showing us here. Really nice. That's in the circle. I'm not sure which tee pad will play for the final round.
Yeah. This move was made for speed of play purposes. We had about a 4 or 5 group backup on this hole almost all day during round 1. So the decision to move it to the shorter pin, there's just so many things that made this whole play slow. I mean, first off, you can see the fairway. It is just a drudging sludge of mud and grudge.
Yeah, absolutely grudgy.
And so I mean, people were getting off the fairway, and it was just taking so long.
That looks to have dropped in the middle at least for Coda, but he'll have a little bit left there, probably another 150 at least to the pin. This is a demanding tee shot. Brad and Paul made it look very, very easy, but it looks like Andrew's going to make it look pretty easy too.
Yeah, and that's at least the safe par there.
Yeah.
You getting past that initial corner is really all you're looking to do on this hole. Or,
Look at that
well, I guess you're trying to birdie it, but
yeah, definitely. But
yeah, it looks like a stampede of elephants came through here. It's just the ground is so torn up.
Yeah.
So many people walking down this muddy fairway. Not much sun can get to the ground because of the foliage and the overhang.
Andrew, 4 birdie, just a little low.
Yeah, that mulch that's under that basket by about 2 meters needs to go back about, I don't know, 300 feet or so.
Yeah, another 150 meters more maybe.
Oh yeah, up and in. Wow.
Nice birdie putt. Yeah, obviously not possible, but I was jokingly saying that they under-ordered by 100-fold on mulch.
Yes.
They should have ordered 100 times more.
You can never quite tell.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Coda with a really nice approach, unable to save his par. And look at this, just park job. And Paul and Brad are going to go birdie on the first and second hardest holes on the course. So, they might not be birdieing all the holes, but they're getting some of the tougher ones and making sure that, these are the holes that you can gain 2 strokes on somebody.
Yeah.
You might lose one by not birdieing one of the easier holes, but you birdie this one, you might be gaining a stroke and a half on most of the field.
Sure.
So some separation is being created here from our front runners. And after the front 9, looks like
This is a check-in on the chase card.
Ricky's at 13, 1 stroke back of Paul and Brad. Andrew and Coda have got to pick things up.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We have got a lot more dual card action coming your way. Hats off to Jomez for getting those extra camera guys out there and bringing us the full picture of what's going on. We will catch you for the back 9.